Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our investigators uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring George Chimples, Rob Walker, Phil Durham, Shirley Nedswicki, and Justin Kimmett, with Matt Quiet running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm Matt, and none of those people except me and Shirley are actually here. We are live at the Blue Box this week, and we're joined by Chris. Is it Mao?
It's Chris Mao, yes.
Like what a cat says. Mao.
Yes.
Mao.
Yeah. Ooh, Mao, Mao.
Ooh, Mao,
yes.
Mao. There we go. And Robert Southgate.
Like Mau Mau.
Yes.
Like
So-
coffee. Like the coffee.
Like the coffee.
We are going to run through a hopefully very quick Call of Cthulhu scenario. You each have a character. I'm going to go over your characters really quick to talk about what they are, and then you guys have some dice. Hopefully you won't die. Need those. But this is going to be set in 1933.
Gotcha. We're good.
Are we good there?
Yeah,
Sorry,
we're good.
Distracting me. We're set in 1933.
Hey, shiny object.
I know,
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
Squirrel.
So, Shirley, you are playing Ruby Hayes.
Yes.
You're an heiress to a large amount of work, or a large amount of money from your family. With that money, you went and got a degree in writing, and you're writing books on and off. Think of yourself as kind of a Mary Shelley, where you have a lot of money and you're kind of like idly rich, so you don't have to worry about it. But you also like to punch people because
I have this curiosity.
yes, no, yeah, what?
No.
You like to punch people because you're a rowdy 1920s girl in the 1930s.
All right.
All right, Jacob Morgan, that is Rob. That is you. You're
I
not
am
a
Jacob Morgan.
You're a dilettante. You're actually a businessman who his
You're a radio host?
father owns large amounts of shipping. So
That sounds just like my dad.
so you you have trained to
Wait.
be a businessman and on boats. So you actually have a special skill called boating. I'll ask for that. That's the only one that's not alphabetical.
Boating.
So that's important because the three of you are sailing right now on your private yacht,
Very nice.
Nice.
just like real life.
Wait.
Yep.
What's my motivation here? Why am I here?
Because you're friends with them and you all have way too much money and nothing better to do.
Hey, let's throw
So
a
why
party.
not yacht?
Yacht.
And some of our listeners at home will recognize the name, or at least the last name. But Chris, you're playing William Appleton Weld of the New Hampshire Welds.
Wait, what?
Weld. This is
Courtney's long-lost brother?
Yes, this is in our normal game. We had a character named Courtney Hathaway Weld of the Cambridge Welds.
Okay.
You are a distant cousin of his. You are a doctor of medicine and have far too much money and nothing better to do than sail around the world.
Does he have a screwdriver?
No, he does not have a screwdriver.
My number 10, 11, or 12.
17.
17?
Right. So you guys are sailing. You left from Boston.
I don't know, but your jokes are number 2. All right, go ahead.
Oh, that's the worst. You guys are sailing around the world. You left from Boston. It's been about a month and a half. You're now in the middle of the Pacific. You're headed towards Singapore. It's 1933. To set the stage, you guys
That's a
woke
lot
up.
of sailing.
Right, and it is just the three of you on the boat. But Jacob here, that's you, Rob.
Yes, I'm Jacob.
You're a competent sailing with your high boating skill.
Yes.
So you guys have been fine. You woke up this morning. There was a little bit of a fog over the ocean. It's gotten really calm in the middle of the Pacific. And out in the distance, you see a large shipping boat. It's been a couple of hours that it's been out there. You kind of sort of been going towards it. It's not exactly in your path. But the more you watch it, the more you realize something's not right. It's not moving. It's kind of in the same spot. Not that it's dropped anchor or anything, but it's just not.
So it feels like as we're moving, it's just stationary, and
Right.
we're taking note of this.
Right. And you've tried the radio a couple of times. Nothing's going on. And, of course, at this point, you're all rich, and you see nothing wrong with going and checking out the boat. Because nothing possibly wrong could happen to a bunch of rich
Because
folks
we're
in the
rich,
middle of the
and
Pacific.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So you have turned your sailing yacht towards the boat, and as you get closer, the closer you get, the more it starts to worry you. You do see painted on the side the word Ourang Medan. That is the name of
That
the
was my
boat.
rap name.
Oorang
That's how I made all my money.
Madan.
Yeah, right. In the 20s.
In the 20s,
In the
yes.
20s rap game.
Do we?
It was a tough 20s
The
rap
name
game.
is what?
Well, I had to rap, but I used a
Look at
megaphone.
this. Chris is going to write stuff down. He's professional.
I'm a professional gamer. I am.
Oorang, that's Oorang, Madan, Medan.
Oorang.
Does it look like the name
That
of
was
the
named
boat,
by.
or is it painted?
That was
is
named
it
by
seen
Al
like-
Pacino.
Yes.
Oorang.
Oorang.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
So if we look at it, does it look like it's been painted additional to the name, or is that the name of the
That
ship?
is the name of the ship.
Okay.
The paint, though, does look a little fresh, so it may have been recently purchased and renamed. The boat is not listing so much as it's not sitting quite right. It's just off to the port. I don't know. My ship knowledge
off to
is
the
a little
left
light.
or right?
Yeah, left.
Left. Okay.
But you guys come up. You've got nobody from the radio. You've tried to radio somewhere else, and you're not really getting any response. But you're also out in kind of in the middle of nothing. So
So it's
maybe
not
just
an unexpected thing.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Being cut off here is not that big of a deal. So there's the ship. Would you like to board it? Would you like to board the ship?
Oh, Ruby's just incessantly writing on her notepad and mumbling to herself as the intrepid crew of the. What's the name of your yacht?
Yeah. What's the name of your yacht,
Your yacht.
Rob?
What's the name of my yacht?
What's
I
the name
didn't
of
write
your
it
yacht?
down.
Jacob.
Is it the SS Southgate
Idly,
Media
it's
Group?
idly rich.
Yeah, the SMGPM3.
Hashtag.
Hashtag, yes.
Hashtag.
What is this? What pound?
The old pound. Yes.
So she's kind of just mumbling to herself, like the intrepid crew of the SMG PM3.
Yes.
Slowly.
So you're like the biographer
Approaches
of the.
yes.
You're like, okay, you're a blogger back then.
Yes. There
All right.
you go.
Wow. Surely I made you
Well,
a
you know what?
blogger.
Reporters.
I'm steering us right at it.
I'm
so
the narrator.
You're the narrator.
We don't see any activity on the.
No, none
Nothing?
whatsoever. By this time, if you
Jacob wants to board.
Jacob, you know by this time if there were an active crew, they would have at least flagged you or something. There's no movement on the ship
Or
whatsoever.
shot at us.
I
Or
want
shot at
to
you.
see what's going on with this ship.
Can I get you to roll me a boating roll? So you're going to take your percentage dice. That's those.
These?
Yep, and you're going to try and roll under that 70. And
71. No.
you failed. That's a 90.
And the game over.
So
And you run into the ship.
We ran right into it. Write that down, blogger.
as you bring yourself up to the ship, you do hit it pretty hard. A lot harder than you meant to.
Don't!
One of the
Watch your steering back there.
one of the boom arms. I don't know what the parts of the sail that
This
stick
is so
out.
well researched.
Right. Hey, Oorang Madan is an
It's
actual
sail?
ghost
It's a
ship,
sailboat. Oh.
so this is
All right.
You
important.
said a yacht.
No,
So
the
when we hit
Oorang
it,
Madan, not
When
the
we hit it, I
SMG.
yell out, Oorang! Just like that.
Okay, you hit it a little hard. One of the swing arms on the one of the sails hits it and cracks a little bit, which is not great.
Not a great thing.
You can probably get back to where you need to go, just not going to be as fast. But you do secure yourself with ropes and hooks and I don't know.
Ropes.
Bailing
Ropes.
pins, whatever,
Okay.
whatever piratey things you have on ship.
Arg!
I throw a bottle of Captain Morgan's at it.
You
Stand like this.
climb up the side of the ship. I assume all three of you are going.
Oh,
I
yes.
am, and I'm going to bring my medical
I'm-
bag because I think maybe somebody might need attention.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a doctor.
Now there are some
I'm going to
fire.
bring my pistol. Do I have a pistol?
There you go. There are some firearms on the ship.
I'm going to bring
Well, of
my
course.
pistol.
You're actually better with a shotgun. Would you like to
I'm gonna
bring the
bring my
shotgun?
shotgun.
There you go.
I'm bringing my fist.
Hold on.
Apparently, I'm
Wait.
good with that.
I'm good with a 38 automatic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm good
Yeah.
with the fisticuffs as well.
So you guys climb onto the ship, and the first thing you note is that the deck is slick, very slick, as though it had rained, but you haven't seen rain probably in 2 or 3 days.
Could we, if we feel it, does it feel oily? Do we?
Yeah, when you like kind of rub with your fingers, there's a slight bit of oil or like grease, but that might be normal on a ship. Actually, Jacob, you know that, especially on these bigger ships that are.
So I'm not
Diesel
alarmed by
run.
is. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, this could be very normal.
Yeah. Well, and with like coal and,
And it's been
soot, it
sitting
can be
here
that same.
dormant,
Sure.
so moisture and all this. Nothing is alarming to me.
So where are you guys headed on this ship? You want to go to the
Well, I want to go up to the
bridge?
Bridge.
Yeah, the bridge. That's the first place we want to go.
Make it so.
Yeah, because if there is crew, that is likely where they're going to be.
Okay. So you guys head toward the bridge. As you walk along, it doesn't like this. It's clear that the sides of the ship on the outside are also wet, as though like it had been a heavy rain. Like the metal there has not dried at all, but the sun's out, which is a little strange. And as you get to the bridge, you find the door closed, but not locked, but kind of like stuck as you try to open it. It takes just a little bit of a shouldering, and it swings open, or swings out. I guess you're yanking on it.
Okay.
Whatever would be
So
appropriate.
does it seem like something is blocking it, preventing it from opening? Or is it...
No, it just seems like it's stuck in the door frame, which isn't normal for a ship. Even one not well taken care of, like getting onto the bridge is kind of important.
Anyone good at kicking?
Oh no, you do get the door
Oh, we
open.
get it open,
It's
okay.
just stuck a
Put
little
your
bit.
shoulder into it, Jacob.
I'll throw my shoulder into it, and I'll roll a 90 and crack my shoulder open. Yes.
And you die.
Yeah, and I'm dead.
So
Huzzah!
You have 2 hit
Hoorah!
points, 5 damage. So.
Yeah, so I will shoulder this thing open.
So you find yourselves on the bridge. Again, the room is covered in a level of moisture. So much so that there are puddles in a couple of places on the floor where there shouldn't normally be.
So I yell out, "Grandma!" No, I'm kidding.
Who'd let the dogs out? Hey.
Right.
Does there appear to be anything that we can see, like maybe somebody had walked on any of these, or does it just appear
Footsteps.
to be footsteps or tracks or
The
dragging
puddle-
something through it?
Yes.
The puddles themselves seem to be in places where the instruments would have been used by a member of the crew, as though there were whoever was standing there was dripping some sort of water off of
Okay.
them.
So it's like in front of the steering, in front of the
Yeah.
helm, in front of the
Yes.
navigator. So like the compass, whatever that would be at that time. So
Yeah, the
very interesting.
the throttle or whatever, I don't know.
Right.
But it doesn't look like
The thingy.
anything has like tracked. I mean, it's like these are puddles
Right.
at these instruments, and this was a closed room. It's really wet in here. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Can I make
we-
a natural history roll? Would I know? No.
There's nothing natural history about this. You could
Yeah.
roll a cult if you really wanted to.
Oh, hey, maybe.
Do it.
Maybe I can do this. Lucky
We
dice.
say they're encouraging her. Do it. Do it.
You die.
Oh, that's 2 wrong dice.
Wow.
That sounds like me. Roll the wrong ones.
So I could say I got a 48.
This is Shirley's not first time.
Ooh,
Even better.
I got a 1.
Wow. Under what?
65.
Okay.
I blew that away.
It seems a little weird,
You just poked your own eye out.
but you don't see anything strange and occulty about it other than, like, you're in the middle of the water and there's all those stories about, water creatures. Maybe, like, mer people climbed up on the ship and took the crew.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Out of game. When you play LARP, you do this. Okay, so I'm out of game.
Yeah.
OCC.
Are we, for these characters in this world, are we aware of that kind of stuff?
Well, it's written about, but it doesn't.
written about,
You don't
so-
believe in necessarily that it's true.
Okay, so we haven't like lived a life encountering this stuff.
No. Yeah.
Okay,
no.
that's what I want to know back in game.
Does there appear to be like a captain's log or anything that's would be
There
or
is
something?
a logbook.
I'm not going to make any jokes, I swear.
Is it floating
In the corner.
Hello.
There is a logbook in the appropriate place, wherever that would be.
Okay.
I'm super familiar with ships from
That
the
would be
1930s.
under the desk area
Sure.
right at the front.
See, Rob knows more about boating.
well, of course, I'm a
That's why you have a
70.
boating
Doesn't.
of 70. So you pull out the logbook. The last log is from 4 days ago. Just a standard,
We just say fiber 1. Go ahead.
It just it's the same thing that it would normally be on a normal day. Just this time, this is where we're at. The positions, all the right information is there.
Seas are calm, blah, blah, blah.
But
blah.
But it's 4 days ago.
But 4 days ago.
Where were they at 4 days ago?
Jacob,
Can I get a
question?
can I get
Well, yeah.
a navigate roll from Jacob?
And what is that?
It's under
Percentage,
navigate. It's alphabetical. Navigate.
70.
Yes.
So which ones do I roll? This one?
These two.
These two. I got a 97.
You need to throw those dice
You are
away.
the best boater
Worst
ever.
captain ever.
Let me get some dice for you.
The best you can tell,
I found a book.
their position was about half a day from here.
Okay.
Half a day
That's helpful.
west from here.
So if they sat here for 4 days, they've only moved a half a day. That's
Right.
This is
Thinking with the current, it would be more or less. Sorry.
well, it would be according to the weather. I mean, we would have to look at kind of. But so we don't have their log to show what's been going on, but we've been out here.
Right.
Right.
We could probably guess as to what's going on.
Well,
with
and
the
you were
weather.
coming from the other direction, but even then,
You should be aware, like it's a completely calm sea, and it has
Right.
been. Or no, this shouldn't have sat here.
it's been calm for the last couple days. It's called the Pacific Ocean for a very specific reason because it does get very calm in areas, unlike the Atlantic, which is a little more tumultuous. So, yeah, they could have drifted this distance in 4 days, maybe. But you
So
failed to
does-
roll, so you're not real confident about that.
So does the
No,
ship
I'm
run?
not.
I'm sorry?
Does the ship run?
You don't feel the appropriate vibrations for a running.
No, not is it running, but is it? Can we can we pirate the ship? Like one of us drive your ship.
Yeah,
and one
can
of
we
us drive
start
his
it up?
ship?
Well,
Yes.
first step is you have to cut off your leg and attach a peg,
What?
Yeah.
No.
Arg.
and then get a parrot. Yeah, you could.
That's a possibility.
You could hypothetically do that. However, the three of you could not crew this by yourselves. You would need probably 10 more people.
So it's a big ship.
Well, yeah, because you need people shoveling coal, like no joke.
Okay. All
and
right.
that takes, like,
And
two
we know
people.
that,
Did
so
you
we're not
watch
gonna-
Titanic?
We're not going to mess with this. Yeah, I did.
Maybe we
I
could pay the
think-
merfolk that are
Chris and I are going to run up to the bridge really fast and enact that scene. He's going to stand off, and I'm going to
Exactly, yeah.
just really quick.
Whoa.
I've always wanted to do this. Shirley's going to write the story of
so
it.
if we're facing the bridge, it's tilting towards the left, correct?
That's correct.
So we don't see anything on the left side of the ship that would indicate that there would be weight on that side?
No,
Or-
it could be that there's just water. Again, the sailor tells you. This is all stuff
There
that
could
you
be
know.
water down in the
Yeah,
in the
that
Cold.
water gets
underside.
in, it gets down
Right.
in the ballast, and it's supposed to be there, but sometimes it'll shift, and then they would do things to re-shift
Right.
that
And if
And if
appropriately.
there's no crew to do
But
any
for
of
4
this.
days, if
Right.
there's been nothing happening, listing just a smidge is not a big deal.
Okay.
Watertight is a misnomer, I understand.
Right.
Is this wood or steel?
Steel.
Steel?
Steel.
I think we should go check the cabins.
I think so
Sure.
too.
All right.
Let's
so,
go.
you
Wait,
guys-
now can we do just one more thing in the bridge here? I don't know how it works in this game, so I'm asking. Can we roll to just see if we find anything, just like an
You
investigation?
have spot hidden.
Yeah, let's do
it's
that.
also going to be alphabetical. Yours
get a
is a
50.
50. Everybody else could roll spot hidden if they wanted as well.
Oh, I
Ooh, I
don't
got
think
a-
I should roll a spot.
got
It's
a
not going to
shot.
hurt you if you fail.
So that's these two, right?
Says the DM.
71.
You're really good at this, Rob.
Hey,
44.
39
I made
under
it.
25.
I'm supposed to get a 50. Below a 50, I got a 71. So
William,
I just poked myself in the eye.
Look what I saw here.
as you guys are kind of looking around the cabin, the bridge to kind of figure anything out, you do notice that one of the gauges has a streak of red liquid across it. Looks like blood.
Lick it.
It looks like blood.
Oh,
Don't lick it. That is the least doctor thing
you
you,
guys,
could do.
stop
I'm
experimenting.
a doctor. I'm not a doctor.
No.
And Ruby turns around and throws up.
It looks like blood.
Someone could have been injured here.
Right.
All right.
Is there blood on the floor?
No. Just a
Just the
smidge
instrument?
right there. Kind of.
Like a little splatter, like a.
Is there anything we
It's more
notice
of like a
about it?
streak.
Is it pointing anything? Is there anything that I'd look at as a boating man and say, "Why, look, it was pointing east."
No, there isn't anything specifically that it's pointing to. It looks like maybe somebody had a bloody finger and drug it lightly across that gauge, and it just left a little bit of blood behind.
Well, let's go find this person with the injured finger.
on a boat.
Shall we go to the cabins?
Yes.
Let's do it.
So you guys head down through the cabins. As you kind of start to search the ship from area to area, you start in the cabins, you move to the hold. Everything's kind of missing. Like there's no personal effects in any of the cabins.
It's like it's been emptied out.
Yeah, like the crew up and packed their stuff and left. There is,
Or there were pirates.
yeah, that's possible. There are foodstuffs in the galley, like canned items, but nothing fresh. Which that makes, depending on where it's coming from, that they just may not have had fresh food.
Right.
But there's no like salted meats or anything. Like you're looking at like canned foods. When you get to the hold, though, it's empty. Where you would expect to find cargo and that kind of thing, you don't find that.
Emptied out.
Right.
So the assumption is it's pirates.
What you find instead is a septahedron drawn on the floor in a black liquid, which may or may not be oil.
Can I roll a cult now?
Yes. So
Good instincts.
the septahedron has
Don't let me roll.
4 different symbols in it that none of you really recognize as you're looking at them. They're equidistant apart, almost like there's a square drawn, and they're at the corners of the square inside the septahedron. Septa means 7, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Septahedron.
I thought so. So there are 4 symbols that just that don't none of you recognize. Shirley, did you make your occult?
What?
Yes, by 20.
Okay. What you realize is this is odd, but it looks like some sort of ritual. Circle is a misnomer, but it's a
Right.
ritual space.
Space.
A ritual drawing.
Don't step inside. This is definitely where a ritual occurred. What if it's
So as
a
I start to step
portal?
inside, Shirley
No.
says, "Don't step
Step
inside."
Rick.
Don't.
All right.
Do we notice any?
So-
is this like it's in a big hold and it's empty and there's this thing
Right,
in the middle?
right.
There's nothing else around.
Nothing else.
How far can we see in the hold? Can we see the whole thing?
It's maybe 50 by 50, 50 feet long by 35 feet across.
So we're in the middle of a big empty room.
Right.
Half of a football field,
kind of.
right?
It's badly lit because it's a ship.
Right.
And the engines are running, but not like the engines are running, but the blades are not spinning.
Right.
Okay.
So it is
Okay.
still getting power, which
not-
that also by itself is strange because the engine
Somebody should be
have,
shoveling coal or something
right,
to make
and
that
you
happen.
haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, we haven't gone down there to look. But that's something to note. Somebody must be down there shoveling coal.
Right.
And no traces of any kind of footprints or activity, or do we have to do a spot or something?
Everybody, give me a spot hidden. That'd be great.
Dang it. That's this one.
I rolled a 48. I made mine by 7.
Oi.
I did a 46.
What's
You're
your?
So I got
getting
a
closer.
Out of 50. Yeah.
Hey, you actually succeeded.
Yeah.
There's one, the only one all day.
Hey, guys, I found my
This
bike.
is it.
So as you're looking around, what you do find is a partial black footprint. And I say foot because it's not a boot print or a shoe print. It is
It's
a
a foot.
And it clearly is either a very deformed, strange foot or it's not human. The toes have...
We can tell that from this. It's
you
defined
can,
enough.
You can tell... I mean, the doctor tells you it's not
This
human,
isn't
clearly.
human. This is not a human foot.
But
It
so
doesn't look
imagine if
really.
your hand was a foot, and between your second knuckle here, there were webs
I could
there.
palm a basketball then.
Okay.
So if you have webs, I'm used to having a microphone holder. If you have webs there, you'll see the lines drawn with the oil as well.
Right.
Sure.
Kind of, and it looks like a hand has been put down. So
Is
it's
it exceptionally large and human size?
I wouldn't say, yes, it's like a Shaquille O'Neal sized hand.
Oh, a very large creature with webbing in between its fingers was here.
Well, and the way it looks, from the way that and the next one are placed, they're not hands; they're feet.
Feet?
So, some sort of strange hand-footed creature with webs.
I know I've
Going
read
off-
about these things
going
before.
to the back, but going to the engine room.
No, coming away from the ritual area, out the way you came in.
So where do the footprints stop, though?
It's just
because
the two.
Wouldn't we have
it's
noticed?
it's just those two. Yeah, like you just see two, and then they stop.
and then nothing.
Now,
But leading out the way we came in.
So
Right, and
is there anything around that I can pick up, like a rock or anything?
give me a spot hidden.
It'd be like a loose tool or something. I mean, there have to be
I'm doing
some
it too.
junk. Or is it completely
Oh,
empty?
yeah, no.
I got an
like a lot.
8.
Hey, there you
Spot
go.
hidden out of 50.
You find a couple of tools like big wrenches and such.
Here, let me have that. And I throw it at the in between where the two prints are.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Roll me a throw. It's like, why is she throwing it in? Oh,
Where's my throw?
It's
T.
alphabetical.
I know.
this is something we say all the time.
No,
Oh,
95 over
no.
25.
So there's a couple of loud clangs as this wrench bounces off a wall and then hits the floor.
Yeah.
You do notice that this room The floor is drier. It's still moist, but it is not like the rest of the ship has been that coated in liquid.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Of everything we've seen, that's weird.
I'm at a loss here.
Do we want to
The-
try and go to the
engine
engine room?
room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to? So we want to
Let's-
leave this room. We've kind of witnessed what's going on here. Yeah, let's
Right.
do it.
But would it be prudent that we draw weapons? I think maybe.
Well, there's something on the ship.
Yes.
Yep.
Potentially.
Well, yeah, I'm going to draw my
drawing
shotgun.
My pistol.
I pocket my notebook and ball up my fist.
Sharpens her pencil. I'm going to get you.
Now, Shirley, real quick, you'll notice you have martial arts. That's not martial arts. That's chutzpah. So if you roll under your chutzpah when you roll your when you go to
What are you
punch,
talking about?
when you roll your punch,
Right.
if you also roll under your martial arts, which we're renaming chutzpah,
Oh, chutzpah.
you'll get double damage
Nice.
because you're a fighter and you have chutzpah.
All right.
Okay, so now that I've explained her punching abilities, you guys are headed towards the
Engine rooms.
engine room. That's what I thought. I didn't want to lead you. So as you get closer to the engine room, you can feel, or you can smell the coal, which you haven't really smelled the rest of the ship, but that may or may not be normal. The door is slightly ajar, and then there is I wouldn't say bright light, but there is a more significant light
Okay.
coming from inside.
From inside. Okay.
Okay.
So, but now are we in the door, or are we just?
You're
kind of
looking
see
kind of
this?
at the door, kind of at end of a short hallway.
Would we hear anything?
Roll listen.
Roll listen.
Rolling, listen.
Oh no, we're losing it.
I rolled a 23. My listen's 55.
I rolled a 94, and my
Okay.
listen is 25.
Your dice bad luck came down this
Hey, wait,
way.
spill a drink.
Like,
So did you succeed?
I succeeded.
Okay. You hear two noises that are probably voices, but they're very guttural, and you do not recognize the language.
I didn't hear anything.
I hear some kind of voices, but I can't recognize or make out what they say.
I'm all the way in the back, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
You're behind us. You're
I'm
ducking.
behind you guys.
The men folk will take care of it. Don't worry.
What?
I'm playing ye old Candy Crush, so I'm completely oblivious.
Ye old
Candy
Candy Crush.
So what if we open the door? You take your gun. I'll
Who's
back
got
you
the
up.
Okay, I'll-
pistola?
Yeah, I've
got a pistol,
got
he's
my
got a shotgun.
shotgun drawn.
So would it be? Is there enough room where I can open the door and Rob can? step
Oh yeah,
out with his gun?
absolutely. Yeah. You can definitely just kick it in.
I'll start
Okay.
it afterwards. Don't worry about it. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
So
Hi, Facebook Live.
Yeah, you push the door open.
Uh-huh.
Rob, you look in, and I need you to roll percentage dice again. It's the ones we've been rolling.
Yep.
These
I know
two.
which ones they are.
Under your sanity score,
Crap. Okay.
Oh, you're gone.
With all I've done, yeah, you know.
you're at 60.
I'm at 60. Okay. I stand a shot.
No, you don't.
2.
Okay.
Completely
That's
sane.
fantastic. No,
Martha,
that is not
mark
the case.
this down. I am completely sane.
You're going to roll a d6, and then you're going to borrow Chris's pencil
5.
and mark off 5 sanity. Because even though you are quote unquote completely sane, we
Sane.
know better than that.
What did he see?
Standing in the room are two man-like creatures covered in green, slimy scales with tails that have spikes coming down them, both shoveling coal and talking to what you assume is talking to each other. They're making grunting noises, essentially.
Is this the Murloc-looking people?
Yes.
Okay, tell them that.
All right. They look like Murloc people, if you're a World of Warcraft player.
Okay.
Chris, as you threw the
they
door
make that
open, and he pointed his gun, and then, of course, you looked in. You'll also need to roll sanity. And then guess what, Shirley? You get to roll sanity.
Yeah, I know.
You
I come up behind and wonder
What's
why
sa-
they're
I mean,
just
is
staring.
sanity-
I
This
am
percentage?
completely
Yes.
sane.
43. I made it. But
so
still
you'll
lose 5?
only roll a d6.
What?
You roll
Well-
a d6, and that's how much
Still
you
going to
lose.
lose a little.
Did you fail?
You didn't lose
90.
anything.
Shirley, you failed, so you get to roll 2d6.
That's a 0.
That's a 0.
Yep. He lost nothing.
And the woman.
No,
loses it.
that's a 6.
What?
Yeah, it's a d6.
Oh my
The
gosh.
d6s don't have zeros.
Can I have
What's
a pencil,
that?
please? I think I just went insane. I lost 11.
What's that?
That's an elder sign. It's a 6.
This. Oh, that's a 6.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it has to be a 1.
Chris rolls to disbelieve.
I'm a doctor.
11 out of 65.
The good news, Shirley, is that you almost, but not quite,
Whoa.
hit that point. If you had gotten 13, or if you lose 2 more soon, you will experience temporary insanity.
Okay.
So, Rob, you have your gun trained on them. You can go ahead and fire.
I'm going to shoot at these boys.
Okay.
What do I do?
So you're going to roll your percentage. You're going to roll under that, which is what, 50?
I didn't. I got a 92.
So you fire your gun. It's very loud.
Boom!
And you hit the ceiling.
And miss both of them.
Yep.
Probably a little startled because you expected something, but these are grotesque.
You went
Gross.
So now we're going to descend it into combat rounds. What we're going to do is declare what we're doing, and then I'll tell you what order we go
I
in.
declare a thumb war.
You cannot declare a thumb war. Shirley, what would you like to do this round?
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, you're just going to stand there and you don't want to run up and punch him?
No, his bullets just bounced off of him. I'm
No,
not
no.
running
He
up there.
clearly did not
missed.
shoot
Oh,
well.
you missed.
Yeah, no.
I got a 92.
I'm going to run back to the cargo hold and grab that wrench and then come back.
Oh.
Okay.
The brave thing to do.
Now, is there a reload time or anything, or am I able to shoot at this
yes,
one?
your reload time is going.
Perfect. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I get like 12 attacks in that time.
You have 5 shots, so you've used 1. You have 4 more.
All right. I'm going to shoot.
Chris, you're going to shoot. Chris, are you going to shoot as
Oh,
well?
of course I am.
Okay. So let's start with Chris. Go ahead and fire.
Under the percentage over... or
Under
here.
the pistol percentage, yeah.
26.
26 is under. That's great. So you should have a damage listing there.
A die 10.
Yep, 1d10.
7.
7 damage. The first one, you hit him kind of square in the shoulder. It's at this point they realize you're there.
Oh!
Nice.
Because there was essentially Rob fired, and then you immediately fired right after him. It's that quick. So, Rob, go ahead. You can fire as well.
All right. What did I get?
That's a 9.
Yeah!
So that's well under your...
It says 2d6, 2d...
No, that's 4d6. So you're going to roll 4d6. So you roll those 3 and then the one you have.
Okay.
Because you have a shotgun, and it's going to spray pellets.
What'd I get?
21 damage. That is a lot of damage.
Do I do anything with these two? Or
No,
just
no.
that?
That's based on distance. You're close enough.
21 damage!
So what happens to those guys?
You turn one into a mass of goo.
Blah. Yes!
The other one is injured enough that it falls over as well. However,
Playing possum? That's
you,
how I do it.
more
you
coming.
also hit the engine with quite a bit of force. And it starts
us off.
to smoke inside, and it's kicking out fire in ways it should not.
Shirley, right aside, no smoking.
I'm running. I'm like,
Yeah, Shirley is booked. I'm sorry, Ruby has booked it the
I'm
other
halfway
way.
back to the hold.
So
Quick, flee to safety.
the 2 guys are down. Or the 2 monsters are down. They're not getting up. But the engine is clearly not right. Rob, could you roll boating for me?
Boating is a
Yeah.
70.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for our listeners at home,
45.
boating is a made-up skill that I made up so that I could give Rob a sailor because
You can
sailor
give
was
him
not a skill.
Some
So
kind of skill?
45
Yeah.
out of 70. That
You realize that boiler, that's going to cause an explosion, and you need to get off the ship. Like now.
So we
does it-
start. I yell at. We got to get off this ship. It's gonna blow, and we start running.
Does it appear that they had anything with them? We do a quick-
Shovels.
like a quick scan, but nothing else?
Give me a spot hidden.
54 out of 55.
You see a small, I guess not small, a decent-sized dagger
Okay.
made out of some sort of black metal or rock.
Do you think would I make the evaluation that I could grab it? And
You could
run?
grab it and run, yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay. As you reach down and grab it, the one that didn't turn into a pulpy mess grabs your wrist, and it's not hard enough to hold on to you. It's like it's his last dying move. But as you pull away, you feel his claws not penetrate your skin, just slide down your arm.
Nice.
And it is a very eerie feeling. Go ahead and roll your sanity.
47 I rolled under.
So you'll lose just one.
Just one?
Yep.
Okay.
As it fills you with this dread of death. So you guys are booking it kind of out of the ship. As you get out onto the deck quickly, you start to hear other footsteps on the deck, but they're not like boot footsteps. They're heavy, almost like a squish sound, as though something like a frog was running through like light puddles.
Are we all together or are we separate?
You are all together.
I'm cocking my shotgun.
What, did they run past and grab me?
Oh yeah, they would have grabbed you.
Oh, okay.
No,
No, they
you're
left
getting
you.
a wrench.
Bye.
I was like,
right about
I'm
that.
on my
Hey,
way back to the
just
engine
talk to
room.
that guy. We'll be right back.
Don't forget to
Talk to
upload your
what guy?
blog.
Up to your blog.
So, you guys are up on the
Facebook me.
on the wrong side of the deck. You know, it's a ship. You're not quite sure where you're at, but you're on the wrong side of the boat. You're gonna have to make it across the boat and down onto your yacht.
We are or not?
You will need to.
Okay.
We got to keep running then.
Okay, so you guys kind of head.
I know that thing is going to blow. I don't care what's on this ship. We got to get off this ship.
Okay, so you guys get across the ship, and as you're getting ready to climb down, who's first? Who's going down first?
Well, they would have ran by. I would have been last. So I'm kind of in the.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna since I've got the boating knowledge, I'm gonna help them
Go for it.
down. Should I
Okay.
go first or should I go?
I would think you would probably go first, wouldn't you?
Okay, I'll go down first.
Yeah.
Well, we look over the side and then look.
Well, as you go to start to climb down, you look down. There are 4 of those creatures on the boat already, tossing things, like going through your stuff.
Nice.
Okay. I am going to shoot, but I'm going to shoot not at my boat. I'm going to shoot like next to it, try to scare them.
Let's see how that. Yeah, go for it. Just roll your percentage.
Well, since there's about 10 minutes left, I'm hoping it goes badly.
Here comes the 99.
37.
That's pretty good. So you shoot, and they all 4 look up, and one of them holds his arm up, and you notice kind of a wrapped piece of metal all the way up his arm, like it's spiraled up his arm and clinched in. And as he starts saying something, it tightens, and you see blood spurt out of where it's around his arm. He doesn't seem fazed by that, but the water around you starts to lift off of the ground.
Fantastic.
Go ahead and roll your sanity again.
Whoa.
Sanity again. All of us?
Yep.
What's wrong?
I can't find sanity.
Sanity is going to still be right
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
there.
Woo. Made it.
28. Sane.
If you made it, you're only going to lose a d6.
5.
Chris, did you make it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
2.
Now, in real life, no.
I did. Barely.
Okay,
44.
so you all just roll a d6. Now, Shirley has lost 20% of her overall sanity. So at this point, she begins screaming because she has lost her mind.
Great.
Is it 20%? I'm also crazy then.
Oh, and yeah, the doctor seems to be losing his mind as well.
This
So,
is
Rob,
not
congratulations.
happening.
You're the only one sane.
Nice. We knew it.
So, there are monsters on your ship. The ship you're on is going to blow up. You still want to go
I
down
got
there?
2 nuts.
2 nuts. Who you could probably get them to move around or something, but they're not doing well.
I'm going to shoot down at them again.
At them? So at your boat.
Not at my boat. Past my boat again.
All right, okay, so you're not going to harm them.
Right, because I'm afraid if I shoot my boat's going down.
Okay. You
How big a boat is it?
It's a decent-sized yacht. A shotgun blast
Oh,
shouldn't
no,
take
it's
it
not
out.
going to do anything then.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
mean, it
shoot
might
at-
damage some stuff,
I'm
but
going to
yeah.
shoot at the guy with the metal band.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Now, because you're at a distance and you're using buckshot, you're going to be rolling 2d6 for damage this time because you're at a different distance.
Yep. Is that a 56?
No, that's an elder sign, so that's zeros, and that's 5. That's 5.
5.
So you'll roll 2d6.
Nice.
That's 2.
2.
You definitely hit him. He definitely does not seem happy about it. But the other 3 start to climb up the side. And they're not like climbing up the ladder that you tossed up there. They're like putting their claws into the side of the boat and pulling themselves up.
That's okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to shoot Can I shoot again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's shoot at Metal Boy.
Okay. Roll your percentage again.
While he's doing that, do I have enough sanity to look at to look
a
for
1.
a lifeboat?
Nope.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Well, it's a 1-1?
Yep, it was a 0-1.
Oh, well, then you're going to roll 46 because you just crit. 6, 11, 16. He takes a good shot kind of right in the face.
Bam!
And as he does, the water, you realize the water was wrapping up around you, and you just hadn't clued into that fact, and it just kind of drops, and now your whole, from neck down is soaked, your clothes.
Okay.
But you notice that it was also wrapping around the other two people with you as well.
Drop off of them?
Yes.
Okay.
At this point, you feel the boat rock hard as a small explosion goes off in the engine room. That explosion snaps the other two of you kind of out of your
insanity.
What are you guys doing?
I'm looking for a lifeboat.
A lifeboat. Okay.
I mean, let's get the heck out of here. We got little
Chris?
demon dudes on the
Well,
other boat.
is there guys climbing up? Can I shoot at one of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you have a gun too.
I'm going to shoot it at Metal Boy again.
Well, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh,
Okay.
he's yeah.
I'm going to take a shot down at those boys.
Okay. Yeah.
5.
Oh yeah. Roll your d10.
1.
You catch him in the shoulder, and he slides down a little bit, but then before he can claw his way back up,
Okay.
69. I miss.
over. Okay. So Shirley, you find a lifeboat. Do you want to get in it and start dropping it?
Yeah, I'm screaming at these guys to come
Can you
on.
roll?
It's a lost cause.
Can you roll boating
Good on
for
roll?
me?
I don't have boating.
I know. So you're
good.
going to roll it.
50.
You kind of figure it out. It's you lower one side, you start to lower the other, but you're screaming at the other two guys to come on, right?
Yes.
Are you guys headed towards the lifeboat?
Yeah, let's head
get
towards
outta
the
here.
lifeboat. Let's get
Excellent.
out
Let's go.
So you guys head over to the lifeboat. You get in. Jacob, you kind of take over lowering the boat because you know how to do this.
Yep.
It hits the water. It's clear of the ship. You push away, and the two men start rowing. And that's when you hear something rise up out of the water and kind of a... And it's one of these things, but much larger. Like, these are kind of like the size of a horse. The thing that comes out of the water is like the size of a blue whale. It comes up out of the water, screeches, and just as you guys turn to fight it, you realize it's too late. and that'll do us tonight for Masks
Wow.
of Nyarlathotep.
I loved it. That was awesome.